The blessing with this job is all of the people who I enjoy and have great professional and personal relationships outside of the county, other county elections directors, Pennsylvania Department of State personnel, and lawmakers who are all working on election law. I will be able to continue to get to work with them.
That's Jeff Greenburg, the Director of Elections in Mercer County, talking about how his new job with the National Vote at Home Institute will overlap with the job he is leaving.
I had a wonderful job opportunity presented to me to work with a national voting advocacy organization based out of Washington, D.C. called the National Vote at Home Institute. They focus primarily on assisting counties, voters, lawmakers in assisting voting by mail.
He will officially be out of the position on July 31st. Greenburg said it is up to the county commissioners to decide who replaces him. While his job is changing, he certainly won't be out of the game when it comes to elections, but he will miss his current job.
I'm going to miss the day-to-day, the preparations. You know, it's kind of being taken off the playing field. Maybe going from a player to a more of a coach or a front office person. So you miss being on the front lines. There is an adrenaline attached to that with election day, excitement when you accomplish your mission, to being out on the front lines with all the folks here, all the folks, our poll workers, our warehouse guys. So I'll definitely miss that.
He and his team have accomplished a lot, especially during this pandemic.
I don't know if you ever stop trying to move the ball forward in elections. It's a constantly changing environment. In our case, we transitioned from a touchscreen voting system to our paper-based, hand-marked paper ballot voting system. We transitioned through a very significant change in election law in the last year, and we've obviously already conducted 2 elections during a pandemic, which were pretty remarkable in and of themselves based on the number of people who agreed to work in our county. So it's been a lifetime in just a couple years.
But his favorite thing is working on election reform.
Well, this is where I'm heading, which I have to admit, working on election reform, election issues. That's always been my passion. I've been working on election reform issues in Pennsylvania since 2013, and I can tell you that when I left those meetings working with other elections officials and state lawmakers, there wasn't a better feeling in being able to exchange ideas with people who had the same passion.
In Mercer County for WKBN 27 First News, I'm Brandon Jaycees.